Hey guys, what's up? You probably saw the thumbnail and title, and that's probably why you clicked on this video, because you're curious and maybe you're in a losing streak stage. Don't worry, because in this video, I'll share the 7 reasons why it's tough when you're solo ranking in Mobile Legends. Watch the entire video so you can learn something. And don't worry, because yes, since 2017, I've been a solo player, so I understand you. Let's get started. But first, I'm gonna get rid of the invaders. Good thing my teammates are here. By the way, I'm solo in this game, as always. Maybe I just got lucky with skilled teammates. Because the #1 reason why solo is hard is you have random teammates. When you play rank alone, the biggest problem is that every game feels like a coin toss. You don't know if your teammates are going to take the match seriously or just treat it like a warm-up. One game, your gold laner farms safely and rotates well. The next game, your gold laner dies under turret before the 2-minute mark and starts blaming jungle. Some players lock in their comfort hero even if it doesn't fit the team, while others pick off meta builds without saying anything. You might get a jungler who clears fast and rotates clean, or you might get one who spams emotes and farms while the enemy takes every turtle. These things are out of your control and they happen often. That's why solo feels inconsistent, because you're not building teamwork. You're gambling on random behavior every match. You really need to move on your own in solo, because as you can see, right, I'm turtling, but there's no fighter or tank supporting me. That's the second reason why solo is hard, because there's no communication. Even though Mobile Legends has chat and signal tools, most players in solo rank don't use them properly. People rarely call out targets, objective timings, or rotations. Sometimes they spam pings for no reason, or worse, they ignore your pings completely. For example, you could be setting up for Lord with vision and map control, but instead of grouping, 2 teammates are split pushing with half HP. When you engage, no one follows, and you die alone. Good thing I didn't get killed in this clash, because Bane messed up here too. You really need to prioritize killing the core in every situation, especially in the early game. Other times, a teammate starts a fight without saying anything, and the rest of the team is caught off guard. Without coordination, even strong team compositions fall apart because people don't know when to commit, when to retreat, or when to take objectives. It's not that the team is weak, it's that they don't act like a team at all. By the way, Mobile Legends has indeed released a new feature. You now have the chance to choose which lanes you want to go to. You just need to pick 2 out of the 5 roles. But even with this, there are still a lot of stubborn players. So the third reason why solo is hard is that role clashes ruin the team lineup. In solo rank, drafting becomes a problem because everyone wants to carry. At least 2 people lock jungle or core damage roles right away. Nobody wants to fill tank or roam unless they're forced to. That means you often get a team with 3 squishy damage dealers and no crowd control. Sometimes someone picks roam but doesn't actually roam. They just farm mid lane or follow the gold laner doing nothing. You'll also see players picking heroes they don't even know how to use just to avoid playing support. This makes your team weak from the very start. Without a proper front line, you can't contest vision, you can't engage fights properly, and your back line always dies first. Even if you personally pick a balanced hero, it won't help much if your team is made up of 5 people all trying to carry alone without any synergy. What I meant was my enemy team. My team in this game is good, except for the fighter. If you are an EXP laner, there's a link in the description for 5 things you never do as an EXP laner. You can check it out if you want. And the 4th reason why it's hard for a solo player is that some players don't adjust their item builds. One of the big problems in solo is that players often follow one build they saw online and never change it. Even when the situation clearly needs something different, they still stick with the same path. You'll see marksmen building full damage against assassins without any defense. Tanks will go full HP items with no movement speed or conceal, making them slow and useless in fights. There are games where all you need is a simple Wind of Nature or Athena's shield, but nobody buys them because they only want to top the damage chart. And it's not just builds, it's also play style. Someone keeps split pushing even when it's time to group. Another one forces 1v3 fights thinking they can outplay everything. This lack of adaptation is one of the reasons you lose even when the draft looks fine. There are also times when even before 8 minutes, your teammates already want to surrender. That's the 5th reason why solo rank is hard, because your teammates give up quickly. In solo, team energy can collapse really quickly. One bad team fight and someone will already type GG even if it's only the 5-minute mark. Others stop rotating, go jungle alone, or push one lane the whole game without helping in fights. Sometimes they purposely feed or bait others to die just because they're mad. When one person gives up, it spreads fast. Another one joins in, stops following calls, and soon the whole team is just scattered. There are games where your team is ahead in gold, has the lead, and could win if everyone just groups. But because one person made a small mistake and got blamed, the mood shifts, and everyone starts playing selfishly. Comebacks are possible, but not if the team already mentally surrendered. That's why even small errors in solo rank lead to big losses, because people don't just lose in game, they lose focus and teamwork. And of course, when you're a solo player, the reason related to matchmaking can never be avoided. And number 6 is matchmaking isn't always fair. The game tries to fill matches quickly, so sometimes it puts you with players outside your skill level. You might be experienced and know how to rotate, freeze lanes, and manage timers, but your teammate is just spamming rank for fun with no understanding of macro play. Or maybe you're in a hot streak and the system puts you with people on a losing streak just to balance the win rate. You'll also face smurfs or boosters who dominate the game from the start, especially if you're climbing through low mythic or epic. Even worse, your teammates might be distracted, playing with one hand, multitasking, or not taking the match seriously. And while you're trying hard to win, they're experimenting or talking to someone beside them. You could play perfectly and still lose simply because the enemy team had better coordination or more experienced players. And when you're truly a solo player, even if you've done everything, you really can't manage, especially when you're the only one interested in winning. The 7th reason is you can't cover everything alone. Even if you play your role perfectly, you can't be everywhere. You might win your lane, rotate properly, and help in team fights, but if another lane is feeding hard or losing towers fast, the enemy team grows too strong. You can't jungle, tank, and carry all at once. You can't rotate to every fight and defend every turret. In team fights, you need your teammates to help chain skills, peel for the carry, and follow up at the right time. But if they're out of position or not paying attention, your combo means nothing. Sometimes the enemy wins not because they outplayed you, but because your teammates didn't do the basics, like clearing minions, guarding objectives, or staying together. Solo rank is a team game where you're playing like it's solo survival mode, and even the best players can't carry 5 bad decisions happening at the same time. So that's the 7 reasons why solo rank feels so hard. It's not just about hero picks, or personal skill, or even your kill score. It's all the small things, random behavior, no communication, no synergy, poor decisions, that pile up and make every match a challenge.